Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. We are what, December
Second.
2nd? Yep. And so happy beginning of December. Starting to get into the cold weather now. Most definitely. So have we got anyone in the room? This is open.
Ralph.
Ralph. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Or good morning, I guess, since you're in the future. Hail to man in the future.
And John's here.
John. Good evening, John. How are you? Hope you had a good week. Boy, a little scratchy on the throat there. Let me get a drink.
Let me get this mic over here where they might hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they might want to hear me. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So, who requested tonight's dinner? Who was this again? Tonight, Chicago style beef sandwiches. So it's actually Chicago. It's a Italian beef sandwich. Eli, and so I've got the meat here. I couldn't help it. I took a taste. It's really good. So I've got some bread in the oven. I tried to wait until the stream started to show you all before I put it in, but time just the bread said nope, you need to put me in the oven right now. So I listened to it and I did. So
Mike's life is here.
Mike's life. Mike, how are you? Welcome. Have you been here before, Mike?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But, well, welcome. You can grab yourself a chair. Whatever you like in the refrigerator, help yourself. Pretty much got it all covered. Tonight I have made you Italian beef sandwiches. I've got some, I got some mac salad to make for that as a side, and I'm making some Danish. Blueberry cream cheese Danish for dessert. So, welcome to my kitchen. What brings you here? How did you happen upon my kitchen?
John says, I almost got shot last night leaving an investigation something with 24 other people. That heart is really in the way. I get blocked along with 24 other people.
Well, that's that. John, well, buddy, try to be more careful out there. You don't want to get yourself wrapped up into something you can't get yourself out of. So,
yeah.
Just watch your step out there a little more, my friend. I'm glad you're okay. So, watch yourself, buddy. We want you to come back next Saturday. All right. So tonight, like I said, the Italian beef sandwiches. I've decided to make bread or some rolls, buns, however you like to say it, but not just any buns. I decided to make some tiger bread. And I have to admit that I over the course of the week, this last week, when I decided to make it, I thought, well, I better do it a couple of times and make sure that I know what I'm doing. And boy, the first two times I didn't know what I was doing. The bread itself turned out fine, but the what makes it tiger bread didn't really work out. But when it did, I thought, this is perfect. This is how I want it. This is great. And I just decided to give them all to Carol, our neighbor down the street. And then I didn't have any.
We didn't have any. We didn't even try it.
Yeah, I didn't even try it. So I'm excited to see what comes out of the oven tonight.
John says, yes, sir, I will definitely do that.
Well, I certainly hope so.
And Mike says, I moderate for Johnny Small Pepper. I see you there.
Okay, Mike. I thought I recognized the name, but Well, welcome, man. Welcome. Absolutely.
Carol's here.
Carol, yep. I was just saying to the folks how you were the lucky recipient
She
of.
says,
Oh.
hi all, loved his mistakes.
Yep, she got to eat some of the mistakes. Yep.
Along with the,
Along with the complete batch of the other one. So the one that actually turned out. Like I said, the bread was good. Just the tiger bread. If you don't know what that is, it's bread that's got a crusty top on it that when it bakes it cracks and browns, and it resembles. It was given the tiger, bread name because it looks like an animal's patch or something. But people have pointed out that it looks more like giraffe
yep.
than tiger. But anyway, it's called tiger bread, and how I got kind of introduced to it was at this barbecue place not too far from us. They used that tiger bread as a sandwich roll for their steak sandwiches, and it really, really good. So I was determined to make some for myself so that I don't have to go there.
Carol says, and a masterpiece.
Yeah, we'll see. So I hope everyone has had a good week. It's not been too bad here. We have had some weather finally move in, holiday weather, I guess. Oh, I gotta say hi to Doug and Char. Hi guys. I talked to them earlier. They had New York strip steaks and squash.
Butternut squash, I think.
Butternut squash, yeah, I think that's what it was.
And maybe something like ice cream or something.
Yeah,
Dessert,
ice
I don't
cream for
remember.
dessert, yeah. Seemed like there might have been something. Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms for the
yes.
steak. So I'm all tuned in on what's happening down there on that end, I think. So, as I was saying, we had some weather. Finally got snow. It snowed the night before last. It snowed all day, pretty much all day yesterday. It snowed overnight again last night, and it's supposed to snow again tonight. So, my thought on, I don't like the winter. I don't like cold weather, but if it's gonna be cold, I would rather see the snow. Otherwise, everything's just all kind of brown and blah, So, all right.
Carol says, no, it really was perfect, that bread that you gave her.
Okay, that's not enough. Got to bake them a little more here, guys. But I want to set the timer so I don't forget. And I really don't want to forget. I'm really hungry. All right, so I guess while that's bread's gonna finish off, I'm gonna get the cream cheese part of the Danish going here.
Ralph said that he was looking forward to going to the Christmas parade today, but it got canceled because it's raining.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. That's unfortunate.
And Carol says, man from the future, did you fall asleep, Greg?
You may have.
You might have.
He was up pretty late. All right. Let's go here. Let's clean this packaging off. This is really simple. Nothing to it, just this 8-ounce pack of cream cheese. And a half a cup of sugar. I'm going to mix that up for a minute, and then I'll add a little bit of vanilla. And that'll be that.
Lisa and Wild Man are here.
Lisa, Wild Man, hey guys. Welcome, welcome. I hope he has rented lips. I get mine back tomorrow. I hope you guys had a good week. Boy.
John's having menudo tonight.
Say that again?
John's having menudo.
Menudo. Nice. Nice. That's something I've never been a big fan of, is menudo. Like, hey, if you like it, that's, hey, awesome. I'm glad you're having a bowl. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about the rest of you? What are the rest of you having? Obviously, we're going to have this beef sandwich at some point. Yeah, let's get that going a little harder here. Just want to blend that together. And give each one of these Danish a nice little dollop. Cream cheese.
It's going to be good. We haven't had them for quite a while.
Yeah. I was making them pretty regularly, I think back in 2020. I did a bunch of videos on them. I was just making them like every 2 or 3 days. I'd make another batch, and then this happened, and it's been that way ever since. So I've been trying to not make these because I know what happens when I do.
Lisa likes your shirt.
I'm sorry, what?
Lisa likes your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Cool little tie-dye. Found it at a, I think, Salvation Army store
Yep, something like
for
that.
like 80 cents or 90 cents. It's like, sure, why not?
Carol said that Greg started his Sunday way too early. Sean in the pack's here.
Sean,
Carol loves your shirt too.
hey guy, hope everything is well with you and Mama Wolf and everybody. I'm just mixing up the cream cheese filling for these Danish. All right. And you probably can't see over here. I don't know. Can you see over there, Mrs. O'Donnell?
Kinda.
Kind of. Right here is my Danish dough. Danish dough. Almost sounds like a song. And I got this at a 12 by 12 square here. And I have to measure it off because
Mike says it's just after midnight here in London. Got to go and close my eyes.
Mike, thank you for dropping in all the way from London. I had no idea that's where you were from. So, welcome. And I hope to see you again sometime. Thanks for dropping in.
Yep.
Absolutely. We'll talk maybe about my single visit to London many years ago. All right. So I'm just going to get these measured off. I want to make sure that they are all the same size.
Steve's here.
Good evening, Steve. Hope you are well. Okay, so just 1 second here. I'm going to cut these. Very nice. Hey, what do you know? I can actually cut a straight line. Okay.
Joshua's here.
Joshua, good evening. Well, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. I'll crank on the light. Just to give you a look at the dough. The dough! Is that
Up a
in
little
focus?
Up a little bit. See it pretty well.
Yeah. See all those little dots and speckles of butter in there?
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's going to make this Danish just melt in your mouth. gonna get myself a little egg wash.
Joshua wants to know how the weather is here.
Snowy. Snowy. We've probably got close to maybe like 10 inches or so over the last couple of days. Expecting more tonight. How's the weather there? I imagine you haven't got much in the way of snow.
Steve says, hope all is well with you and the missus.
Say, I'm sorry, what?
Steve, hope all is well with you and the missus.
Yep, everything is, we are both doing very well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna need that egg wash, you know. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that wash, that egg wash,
You're gonna wash them?
I'm gonna wash it. Well, not the whole thing, just the corners. With a little bit of egg wash. Gotta wash them with the egg wash. And then just fold them corners in.
Adventures with goats.
Hey, Adventures with Goat.
Goat, yeah, goat.
Good evening. I am just getting the Danish together. I showed everybody a minute ago the nicely dotted butter throughout. Just getting them ready to fill with a little blueberry topping and some cream cheese that I just whipped up. Hope you had a good week. In fact, really, I hope everybody has had a good week. Hope the weather was nice wherever you were, if that's what you prefer.
Yep.
Let's get these closed off. Oh, this is going to be delicious.
Oh man, I can't wait. Been waiting for this all week.
Yeah,
Because it's been winter for most of the week.
it has. So you guys voted this in, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, this here Danish is what done my belly in. I just had no self-control. Make a batch of these and eat 2 or 3 of them in one sitting. These are going to be so good. So you get 9 of them out of this little batch that I make. I did do a video on this, yeah, it's been a while back now.
Yeah.
Back like when I really had limited editing abilities and knowledge, and but they were good.
Yep. Scott's here.
Good evening, Scott.
Steve says my cat ran away for 10 hours when the temperatures were 10 degrees a few days ahead. Luckily, she came back.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Oh,
Yes, I'm glad it came back.
That looks beautiful.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about those two, but
Wow.
they didn't brown quite as nice, but that's okay. That's what happens when you got a small oven. Set this here for just a second. I'll give you guys a look. I just want to get them out of this tray.
There's also such a song, The Cat Came Back.
The cat
Never
came,
heard that song, but I'm glad it's a cat.
cat came back.
There you go. Going through.
And these cracked very nicely.
There we go.
Okay. Get this one out of the way. Okay, so let's get you a look at the tiger bread here. Excuse me there, chumley. Mr. Moo Boy.
Need to watch his tail with this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get that up. Oh, it's still pretty hot.
Yep, that looks good.
Is that up high enough?
Yep.
Okay. So that tiger bread turned out really nice.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it does. So I think you know why some people might call it giraffe bread, because it does look more like a giraffe pattern. If you want to look at it like an animal, I just look at it as some tasty bread.
Scott says, I know that song. That came back the very next day. Carol says, yep.
Okay. Yes. Crazy boy. Yes, yes. I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing here.
He's helping you.
Yeah. Since I went ahead and scratched his head, maybe I'll wipe the dog fur off of my hands.
Scott says that's a very old song. And Steve said that he started to get worried and then he left the door open and she eventually came back. Glad I have a collar on her.
Yeah, well, you know, kitties will do that. You know, our Missy kitty, when she was young, there was a few times when she would, you know, be gone for a couple of days, and come back just like nothing happened.
Carol says, ooh, those look so good. Those are so good. And John says, Tom, what would you do if you woke up in another country?
I've woke up in another country. So I just did what I needed to do. Of course, I'm talking about when I went to Germany in the military, so I know that's not what you mean. I guess it would just depend on what country, John. Some countries might be quite pleasant just to wake up in. Other countries, probably not so much.
Jordan's here.
Jordan, good evening. All right, oh, I gotta see, there's nothing in there, right?
Scott says, I got my dog microchipped as soon as I got him. He's 125 pounds now and is the biggest cuddle bug.
That's a big doggy. It's a big doggy. Jordan, hope you had a good week. Welcome, welcome. I've asked the question, but I still haven't got much in the way of answers, so you know what we're having. What do you guys have? Come on now.
John says, or you woke up in a raft in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Well, John, I guess suppose the first thing I would do is wonder how the hell I got in the middle of the Indian Ocean on a rubber raft. So after that, who knows? All right, one more, and we'll get to filling them.
Jordan says, tonight we're having beef Barrera tacos
Oh yeah.
and homemade Spanish rice.
No, yum, yum, yum. Yeah, I did those. had those. I made them and actually tried them for the very first time on the stream here. I don't know, a few weeks back. I don't know if you were here for that one, but oh boy, they were so good.
Scott said he thinks his dog's going to be between 200 and 210 when he's fully grown.
I'm sorry, what?
Scott says he thinks his dog's going to be between 200 and 210 when he's fully grown.
Wow.
And he's having combination pizza and Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep.
I'm a little lost here, just for a sec, folks.
What do you need?
Nothing too major.
Jordan says, yep, the idea was from that stream.
Ah. Oh, awesome. It was, man,
Yeah, they turned out really good.
they did. Especially for something that, you know, I barely even heard of, let alone, you know, actually tried. So, all right. I have to set these over here. Can you see that? This is okay. Yeah. No?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start getting a dollop of this here cream cheese in the middle on these. Oh yeah. These are going to be good. These are going to need to sit for a little while. But that's okay. We got plenty of time. Keep my eyes on what I'm doing here, guys. I don't want to cream cheese the cutting board.
Jordan says they have a ton of Mexican restaurants out there, but we didn't know what it was until you cooked it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I had seen it before, but none of the Mexican restaurants in our area makes them, or at least that I've found yet. So
Ralph said they look like a pen of space invaders.
they almost taste like it too. So I went back through. Whoops, missed one. Kind of opened them up a little bit. Make room for the blueberry topping in there. Let's get these out of the way and I'll finish up doing the cream cheese part. Oh yeah, these things, they're light as air. Okay, light as air is a bit of an exaggeration. But I'm sure you know what I mean. More in there. I'm just gonna do the same thing. A little dollop of cream cheese on every one of these. Okay. Get this out of the way.
Scott says, I got lucky. I ordered half Hawaiian and half combination. I got the pizza and it was a large combination. I called them and they gave me a medium Hawaiian to make up for having pizza for a minute.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, at least they, you know, made it right.
Yep, some places don't even do that.
Nope, some places just don't care. Oh, well, sorry, sir. We've had that happen more than once. It's local restaurants. I use the term loosely.
Carol says, Greg, really? I thought you should get a nap. Ha ha ha.
Oh, that's some nice tasting cream cheese right there. Rinse that spoon off. Nice blueberry topping. Nothing special. Just the berries, a little bit of sugar, some cornstarch slurry.
He's not at the
He is. Hang on, gotta let my dog in. There he goes. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right.
Scott says I told them the reason I come here is because you're the only pizza place in town that serves Hawaiian pizza.
Well, you gotta give them credit for that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
It is. Sometimes we'll get it with add jalapenos to it.
Yep.
Some Hawaiians come with onions and bell peppers. Get these. Get this finished off. Come on now, come off there. Okay. Good deal. Whoop. Gotta get them all here.
Goat's from here in Colorado, huh?
He is.
Did you guys get a lot of snow over
Yeah,
there,
you
Goat?
guys got snow over your way? We got how many inches?
Probably 9, maybe?
Yeah, 9 inches or so. Expecting more. All right, they're just gonna sit there like that for a few minutes. And I'm gonna start getting some vegetables cut and going for the sandwich and for the macaroni salad. Thanks everybody that voted for this week's side dish and dessert.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Here, getting the votes. Actually got close to 30 this week on both the side and the dessert, which isn't always the case.
Yep.
Sometimes we get very few. All right. So add that little bit of that. Whoa. I got to steady myself for just a second. I took a fall a little earlier today and I'm a little woozy.
Ralph says, I remember it's only a small town, but do you guys have a Christmas parade down here?
They do, not in our little town, but in the small town that's like 9 miles down the road. They have
I believe they do.
a Christmas parade of sorts.
Carol says we probably got 3 foot of snow here.
We didn't get that much.
We might though.
Might,
This
yeah.
snow, but
3 feet of snow. She's not exaggerating at all. All right, a little bit of this.
Jordan says, are you okay?
Pepper. I don't know. I think so. We'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Ralph says, didn't hit your head?
No, I didn't hit my head, but it was like a nice little whiplash. You know, when you fall suddenly. So I'd probably be okay. I'm all right now. It just So we're going to throw in a few pickles. There was a little bit of that pepper. I got some onion in there. Let's throw some pickles in. Pasta salad.
Carol says, I'm worried too. He's okay. I made sure of that before we even left where he fell.
Well, okay, enough for now. All right.
Well, nothing broke or whatever.
Yeah, at least as far as I know. All right, so we got some carrot and not carrots, peppers and onions and pickles. Throw a little bit of celery in there. Okay. Hey, Wild Man, I got a question for you. Why is December the hardest month to spell in? Like when you're spelling in the month of December, why is it so difficult?
Ralph says, ew, celery.
Don't mind celery at all.
Scott says, I got a picture of myself in my turnout in the bucket with Santa.
Nice.
In his turnout fit, I guess. That hurts in a way. Kind of hard to see sometimes.
You know, speaking of Christmas, for those of you that follow the George and Pudgy show, there'll be a special Christmas edition coming out, I hope, the Christmas week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay. That is really hot.
Oh.
It's okay. It's not a problem.
Scott says, love celery.
Celery's good in a lot of things, not so good in others.
Yep.
Just got to know how to use your celery. Can be a dangerous thing if you don't in the hands of the wrong person. You can't give man celery that don't know what he's doing with it. That's just asking for trouble.
Girl says, show and tell, Scott. Wild Man said, because it's cold.
Because it's cold. What was the question? Oh, come on.
You were talking about it before the stream, but I don't.
Oh, boy. Boy, that...
Why does...
Boy, maybe that jolt got me a little more than I thought. Okay, well, if anybody else remembers, you can go ahead and refresh my memory.
Why is December hard to spell?
Oh, hard to spell in. Yes, thank you.
Took a bit.
Right, because there's no L.
And Jordan put it up just as right after I said that.
Oh boy. Let's get these peppers cut up. These are going to be really good on the sandwich. This is a slight alteration to the, I guess to the standard or whatever. It calls for the pickled mixed vegetables. I don't know if you've seen them or whatever. I can't really pronounce the name of it, but Neither Mrs. Olga and I particularly care for it, and even if we bought it and used it on these, so
Yeah, like garden area or something.
yeah, a vegetable blend.
Lisa says it was colon, Tom. Joke.
Oh. Not a good one. If you got to ask what it was. Hey, what was the joke I was just saying? My name is Horace. I live in a shoe. I play with my rubber duck. All right, let's get all these vegetables. Back onto this pallet. There we go. Get this out of my way. All right. Get a little salt and pepper on these. Not a lot. I'd go over there and crack some pepper, but looks like I might have to.
You want the pepper too?
I don't know where the can is.
Maybe in the office.
Okay. Ah. Thank you. Now let's put a little bit of black pepper in here. All right. Okay, there we go. All right.
Got what, know how Polly and Phil are doing? Did they have a good Thanksgiving, and did you give them any turkey?
They didn't get turkey because we didn't eat here for Thanksgiving. So they got treats, but nothing out of the ordinary, just their everyday, ordinary dog treats.
Yeah.
So, whew.
Lisa said you didn't fall too hard.
Yeah, I hope I didn't either.
You did fall pretty hard.
Yeah. Wasn't looking forward to it.
J. Mark's here. Been a while since I've been caught, it's been a while since I caught you live. I can almost smell the deliciousness from home.
Oh, thank you, J. Mark. Hope everything is well on your end of the world. I'm just getting some bell peppers sauteed up for the Italian beef sandwiches. The Chicago style Italian beef sandwich.
Yep.
And I made some tiger bread here that just turned out as light, as fluffy as. That's going to be really good.
Yep. Can't wait.
I guess I can finish making this salad. The mac salad for dinner. I got a little of my homemade mayo. Got to keep an eye on my veggies too. I don't want to make them too crispy. Actually, I don't want to make them crispy at all.
Ralph says I was chatting with a Japanese guy at our last dog meet, and he said on Thanksgiving over there everyone eats KFC.
Well, I guess that would make sense. You know, I kind of found something interesting when we went to visit Deb's father on Thanksgiving. We drove by this Chinese restaurant that we go to, and they were closed, and I wasn't surprised really. But then I did kind of start to wonder because they are open on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I know that because we went there last Christmas Day. And so I guess for a moment it did kind of strike me as odd. And then it's like, well, yeah, I guess not as many people are going to go out and eat Chinese food on Thanksgiving. A little bit different on Christmas.
These KFC has to be the very worst chicken fast food place. Not an opinion.
Well, a little dab of mustard in there. The quality on places like KFC and McDonald's, some of the other really big chains, it just they keep raising the price. They keep raising the price and giving you crappier and crappier products for your money. So, yeah. There's still a few that are reasonable, but I don't like McDonald's.
Carol said, Tom and Deb, when you taste that tiger bread, you're going to be sorry you gave that last batch to us.
I already am.
Fabulous.
I already am.
Yep, yesterday had it. Today, actually.
Alright, let's steam those vegetables a little bit. Let's try and soften them down some.
What's in the oven, anything?
Nothing at the moment. Nothing at the moment. Alright. Let's get this stuff out of my way. Won't be too long before we assemble some sandwiches. I was going to grab something while I was there, but marshmallow flames here. Yeah. See, I knew it would take me walking back here. You know, I'm all sore and whatnot, but, you know, am I going to remember why I walked back there? Not till I got back here. Provolone cheese for the sandwiches.
Ah, yeah. Jeremy dressed for you back there too.
What?
Should have grabbed a plate for you then.
small one will work, huh?
Yep.
All right. Now that the beef is cooled down enough for me to handle a little bit.
Carol says, I remember seeing old cell ads and being amazed. We found some old papers in our walls and floors when we redid the house here, Carol.
Oh yeah, from like 1963.
Yep, 1960s and stuff. And Goat says, hey, I am here. I am also cooking for the family. Barbecue pulled chicken. It is the chicken I made yesterday. LOL, watching in the background.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're still here.
Greg's here.
Hey, man from the future. Welcome. I'm just kind of busting it up a little bit here. Trying to carry some of the sauce. I'll give you guys a look here. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. A quick peek here. I'll get the light again. Always does, huh? So we're doing it that way. See that? Oh, just a little bit. Oh, there you go. And believe me, it is very tender, super juicy. It's got a nice little kick of heat to it. All right, these vegetables are about cooked where I want them.
Goat says, I am happy to be here and I am happy to cook next to you, Chef. LOL. He says, yum.
Yeah, well, same here. Same here. Nice to cook to you next to you as well, Chef. Indeed. All right. So I'm going to spice it up just a little bit more. I got just a little bit of jalapenos left in this jar. So I'm just
Natalie Nicole saying a quick hello on lunch break.
Hi, Natalie. Good evening. I'm glad you had a moment to stop in. Thank you for taking the time at work. I am getting vegetables going for our sandwich. Oh, these are going to be so good. All right. Chop those jalapenos a little bit. Okay, we'll let some of that, a little bit of that moisture just kind of leach out there. I've got just a little bit of what they're calling white balsamic. Just a little shake of that in there. It's not balsamic,
Yeah.
but it does taste good. All right, those vegetables are good. Let's incinerate this stuff. I just want to get it hot again.
Scott says I'm on a walk with all 125 pounds again. He passed his training class and is signed up to be a therapeutic dog class in
Nice.
January.
Nice. Good to hear that. My dogs are signed up for no class at all.
No, our class. But we work with them.
Just to put the warmth back into that. Oh yeah. veg is good. Pull that off the heat. Went for my other bread knife and it wasn't there. So I guess I'll have to use this one. I'm going to cut into one of these and we'll see how good they look on the inside. Can you hear that? Oh, that's beautiful. That's soft as a pillow.
Ooh, yum, that looks good.
See that? Oh yeah. Let's get a couple sandwiches put together. How about that, Mrs. O'Day?
That's good.
Finish kind of shredding this meat here. So in the beef stock, half a cup of red wine or so, handful of garlic cloves, a couple of diced onions, thyme, rosemary, oregano, marjoram, basil. I'm sorry, what?
Coriander.
Coriander. What else? Come on now. Salt and pepper, of course. That about covers it. Some bay leaf. All right.
Carol said salted butter. I bet that would be good on those rolls.
Oh yeah. You know it. All right, get that shredded up for Deb. Slice of this here provolone cheese. Had to go to the deli to get it. I didn't want to buy the smoked provolone because I don't want to mask the flavor of the beef. Put that on there. Let's get some of that veggie on top.
Lisa says crazy dad Cal homeschooled his dog. Yep, that's what we did too, homeschool our dogs.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we did take them in for some lessons.
Yep.
But
Scott said you got the seasonings.
all right. Oh, that crispy sound. Try and get this cut in half so I can give you guys a cross view. But can I light it up? Let me light it up again.
Ooh, yum.
All right. Along with that beautiful tiger bread. There you go. So
Thank you. Sure. Scott says at the fire department, the guy was telling me what to never do if you're cooking for a crew. One guy made pork chops with 0 seasonings.
yep, that'll do you. Sorry, I had to sit down for a second. Oh. Okay. Get one of these ready. Jeez. Is it wet enough for you?
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't tried it yet, but
Oh,
I'm sure it is.
okay. Waiting for me, are you? Thank you. All right, guys. Y'all just help yourself to the bread and take the bowl of meat when it's passed to you and make you a sandwich. All right. Let's get that out of there. Dueling forks.
Four times.
A little bit of edge. Yeah. Woe is me. Nope. Get back on there. Oh, come on.
I see it jumping.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Well, you can color me purple. I forgot to give you your macaroni salad.
Scott said he told me dishes to never cook at the fire department because it's considered lazy. Do you want to guess?
I don't know, hamburgers and mac and cheese.
Carol guessed spaghetti.
And that's pretty easy too.
So we'll see.
Especially out of a jar. Yep, dump it out of a jar.
Scott said 100% yes, Carol, LOL.
Yep. Pretty simple. Okay. Oh. Still on. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to try a bite. Mrs. Old Guy's ready to try a bite as well. Bread looks good. Everything smells good. Here we go.
That's delicious.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Goat says that looks amazing. It is amazing.
That's a very good sandwich. Mm. Mm. I really like the flavor on the meat.
Goat says I heard the crunch.
Mm. And a good kind of crunch. Mm.
Greg's like, woo, yum.
Oh, that's delicious. The bread turned out just right.
Scott said every meal needs protein. Ralph says it's quite funny when you have a chef cooking and a firefighter watching the live stream.
They got to cook too. In fact, I've seen. I'm not sure what it was called, but it was a competition between, I think, firehouses,
Yep.
or maybe the people in them.
You don't need the emergency room, Carol. If he would have needed it, he would have went
Yep,
immediately.
yep. We'll just see how sore I am tomorrow.
Steve says that cannot be better than the miso chicken, dirt and pineapple cake cooked in a skillet.
It's funny. I've cooked brownies and all kinds of stuff, cakes in a skillet. Never had any issue. I think what the problem was was the acidity from the pineapple.
Yep, might have been.
Just leached out that metal taste. Boy, was it bad.
Greg's like, Carol, he did what now? Gosh, I'm away for an hour and I miss everything.
I better grab myself a paper towel here.
Scott says they have a chili cook-off coming up in the fire department.
Nice. Nice. We had lots of fun at our chili cook-off back in September.
Yeah, that was really
It was
a fun time.
a very fun time. If I do it again, I'm only going to enter the one kind of chili. But it was definitely a good time. Pasta salad is delicious. It's just regular pasta salad, nothing fancy. That's good.
Yeah.
Sandwich has got, I don't know, maybe a mild amount of heat. It's got a little bit of kick to it, but it goes away right away.
Tried some of the bread by itself. It's really good.
Thank you.
Very tasty.
Mm. Mm. It's all in the wrist. All kinds of fun stuff coming up in December. So far, it doesn't look like any of the other things that are going on will interfere too much with my live stream. Now, Saturday the 23rd, I plan to have a stream, but it's going to have to be a short one. I've got something going on in town, so was asked to participate in another little program, so I'll be doing that. But other than that, it'll be the standard Saturday night for the month of December.
So Greg wants to know what happened to him. When he fell.
It was a slip and a fall, and I really don't want to talk too much more about it, just because there's going to be some insurance companies involved with this, so it's just best off if I, let things just suffice it to say that it was a hard and painful fall. So, and maybe at some point I'll be able to be a little more detailed, but it wouldn't be appropriate, especially here on YouTube. But
Carol says, Tom and Deb, aren't those rolls amazing?
Oh yeah.
They are.
Yep. That's why after I had them at Zach's barbecue, it's like, I really gotta, once I learned the name of what they were, what kind of bread they are, that finally broke the veil that was preventing me from from making it, because they didn't know what it was called.
Greg says, "Woo, those tiger rolls."
They are tiger rolls, tiger bread rolls.
And he says, "Damn, Tom, I hope you're okay."
Yeah, me too. I've had accidents and falls and whatnot before, and I know that things can kind of develop overnight and whatnot. So I'm all right now, and hopefully I will be, and just have to, I don't know. We'll see. Hmm. This is not going to be a leftover item that's going to last very long. Neither the bread or the meat. Wow. Hmm.
It's a good idea, Eli.
Yeah, it was. Mm. Mm. Really, really good. Really good. So as I said, new special Christmas episode of George and Pudgy. Hopefully out the Christmas week sometime.
It's Big Sam.
More, does that make it too big for you?
We'll see.
Yeah, not taking me long to chow this down. Delicious. If I were to do it again, and I will, I'd use a little less salt. I did do a nice dry salt and pepper dry. I did a salt and pepper dry brine, and I maybe should have rinsed it, but it's still really good. I mean, it's not too salty or anything. It just it could use a little bit less. Wow. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. If you,
Eli's missing it.
if my guess is Eli probably had to work, but here's the thing, Miss Soul Guy. You have to eat all of your sandwich and all of your macaroni salad before you get to eat one of those Danishes. So just letting you know. I've just about finished my sandwich.
Yeah.
I've eaten my bowl. I'm a good boy. I can eat dessert. Cabin fever won't be long this year. It'll come quick. I'll definitely turn into a blimp if I make it till.
Steve wants to know, have you ever watched Trailer Boys podcast?
I have. I watched, I don't know, pretty much the first 2 years. And after that, kind of lost track of them. And I had a membership to SwearNet for a short while. So, how about you?
Carol said, Tom Bowl, send it to China. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sending nothing to China. You know how much it costs for shipping these days? They wanted almost $400 for me to send 3 bottles of soda pop to Greg. I wasn't going to do it.
Goat says, okay, guys, have a blessed night. My food is done now, and it's my turn to eat. LOL. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Goat, man. You too, buddy. I appreciate you dropping in, having a great meal. You know, have a good Christmas if we don't cross each other's paths before that.
Steve said he started watching them this week. They're pretty good.
I hope you started with season 1. Oh, the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, she was talking about my leftovers. Send them to China. Shit.
Yep. I remember that. Mom, you don't need everything on your plate. There's a starving child in China that would just love that. I only said, go ahead, then you can send this to him one time. That was it. Well, by golly, I'm going to put some Danish in the oven. These have got a little bit puffy, which is what I was hoping for.
Goat says, thank you, my friend. And Greg says, LOL, I'm sorry, Tom. They might have been smashed up when they got here.
Well, I don't know. The packing requirements for containers that have liquid are just, I mean,
Kind of ridiculous, but
well, yeah, they're really,
I guess
you
I
know,
can understand.
they're really strict. I mean, yeah, anything liquid has to be packed inside of a package that is waterproof and then packed inside of another package that is waterproof. And then that has to be packed in another package that is also waterproof. That it can't leak out at all, no matter what. And yeah. Plus a declaration filled out with what is in each container. So I would have to, I mean, even I guess they would want the list of ingredients and the whole 9 yards. So it's like, it's not worth it.
There we go.
Okay, thank you. So 10 minutes for a start on those Danish. And I'm going to pull them out and give them a brush with some some egg wash. Shine them up a little bit. But I need these to be out of my way.
Scott says, when I was a kid, if I didn't like dinner, I was told that's your breakfast.
Yeah, it was just, well, that's, you'll eat it or just go hungry. And a lot of times, if I had a plate of food in front of me, served up, it didn't matter. You sit there until you ate it.
Yeah.
Whether you liked it or not. And I hated lima beans. I hated lima beans.
My mom never cooked them, so I was lucky. Greg says, old guy that reminds you of that comedian on your Facebook. He ate all of his food as his mom told him, and he was wondering how I How I helped Africa with world hunger, pointing at his gut.
That's right. 7 minutes left.
Scott says, I hated yellow squash.
Yellow squash. Yeah. Yeah, yellow squash isn't as flavorful as like a nice acorn squash. One of the things that you would think would be kind of gross for a kid is the really kind of like super pulverized, mushy squash. You know, I actually liked it. You know, a little salt, a little butter. I whiffed it on down. I was okay on the vegetables, except lima beans. I ate spinach. I ate asparagus. You know, broccoli. You know, all the vegetables that kids hate. I ate them and I liked them, but I don't, and I still don't like lima beans. I'll eat them if they're, you know, if they're in the vegetables. I'll eat them, but I still don't like them. That's just saying. Okay, I know got a little carried away. Sorry for that. I'm excited for dessert.
Scott says, how do you flavor lima beans? LOL.
How do you flavor lima beans? The only way that would even be reasonably safe as far as I'm concerned is maybe a little butter and some salt. Other than that, I mean, like, what are you going to put on there? Bechamel sauce or cheese or hollandaise or...
Jordan said lima beans and green beans I did not like as a kid.
I'm okay with green beans.
And Carol says yellow squash fried with bacon and onions.
How about wilted salad? Wilted lettuce salad. I gotta tell you, that was one of the most disgusting things I've ever put in my mouth. Was that slimy, greasy, wilted lettuce. Ack.
Greg says, I must admit, I cannot seem to remember the last time I saw yellow squash in the supermarket.
They got them. They got them. Usually, you know, late August into September and October is when you really start seeing them. Just say it.
Wild man likes bear claws?
Oh, I love bear claws.
Scott said, Tom, challenges to brulee lima beans.
Oh, brulee beans. Oh, okay.
Ralph said, be interesting to see you try some supplejack. I've heard with a bit of butter and salt, it tastes like a bit like asparagus.
A bit like asparagus. But the other bit is just disgusting.
Johnny Small Pepper here.
Johnny! Hey, man. We just had some Chicago style beef sandwiches on some tiger bread, man. They were just outstanding. A little pasta salad. And right now I've got, that's right, we're talking Danish in the oven. Blueberry and cream cheese. I just know it's going to make my tongue slap the back of my head. It's so good.
Carol said, love wilted salad in Oklahoma.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't like it at all. I don't...
Wilted lettuce is just...
Well, yeah,
nasty.
why would you...
Wilted
head lettuce just turns to slime. It's... I don't understand why somebody would think that's good. Sorry, Carol. don't want to be offensive, you know. I mean, everybody has different tastes. And mine is not one. I'm good with the bacon. I'm good with the salad. I'm good with the lettuce. You know, I'm just not good with hot bacon fat poured over perfectly good lettuce and make it shrink and wilt. And okay, I'm done with it.
Johnny says, fantastic.
Oh, buddy, these sandwiches were amazing. The bread turned out just light and fluffy. The meat flavorful and tender. The vegetables had, you know, were cooked through, but they had still a little bit of crunch to them. It was something else. The pasta salad, that was nothing too special, just your ordinary, you know, macaroni salad. But man, it made a great side dish for these sandwich. Man.
Carol says the flavor with bacon. Because Greg says he never heard of wilted salad.
It's disgusting. That's my thought. Johnny, I don't know if you've had a chance to watch or listen to any of the last 5 episodes on the Georgian Pudgy, but I did a commercial, and this was recorded all last year, so it was well before I was introduced to your stream, and but I find it rather ironic that one of the commercials that I wrote, they're just fake commercials, of course, but and they're silly, and I wrote one about cigars. So I really hope you listen to these, and because each one, although it has some repeating, there are some commercials that are different than the others. So check them out.
Carol said the buns flavor with bacon. Johnny said he grew up in Chicago. Those roast beef sandwiches are special. Looks like you are in a food coma.
Oh, just about. All right, these Danish are looking delicious. They're almost done. They're puffed. Oh, I'm just going to get a little brush of this egg wash on the outside edge here. I don't have to, but it'll give it a nice little shine. And then I'll show you guys what we're all having for dessert here. Oh, it smells absolutely amazing. Very buttery.
Johnny says, this week I will listen. This past week was out of control.
I understand.
We've had a few of those.
Oh, buddy. That we have. Just try to get this done on all of these as quickly as I can. I don't want to leave them out of the oven too long. Very nice. Now, I'm just going to give these another 2 or 3 minutes. Finish baking. Shut the oven off. Ugh. All right. That was a lot of work. And I suppose I still need to get up. I shouldn't have sat down. That's the problem. Well, I need to make the frosting to go on top of these. Oh, yeah. All right.
Eli's here. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Eli. Man, I'm telling you, buddy, that was a good idea. Those sandwiches.
Delicious. delicious.
They were amazing. A lot better than the last Italian type of roast beef sandwich I had, by far. What am I getting, Mrs. Old Guy?
Stuff to make frosting.
Thank you.
Those Danishes smell delicious too.
Huh?
Those Danishes smell good.
They smell absolutely amazing. All right. Just got a little powdered sugar. I'm just going to throw a little bit of milk in there just to make a basic little glaze.
A little powdered sugar as the spoon is heaping and falling.
Yeah.
Eli says, I'm going to have to go back and watch.
You're really good, buddy. I'm glad that you suggested it.
Yep. Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, man. It's getting there. I know I'm doing stuff way over here. I know if I put in even just another drop, it'll be too much.
Greg says, damn, Tom, I'm in agony watching you walk to the fridge after Carol's message. Looks like I'll have to give you one.
That's better. That looks good.
A massage. After Carol's massage, it looks like I'll have to give you one. Eli says, any oh-no's? No,
Not tonight.
not tonight.
Yay. All right.
He had an oh-no earlier when he fell, but that wasn't his fault.
Wow. That looks just unbelievably tasty. I'm going to get these kind of doctored up here. And I'll bring it over to the camera for you guys to see. Oh my goodness. And I guarantee you, this is every bit as good as any cheese Danish you would get at a bakery. Yes, yes, yes. Out of necessity, I guess.
Yeah.
Learned how to make these because although there is a bakery located in the small town below us, I'm not going to pay $5 for a Danish that size.
No.
Um,
Eli said he could go for a dozen Danishes right now.
oh man, the blueberry in these might have made just barely enough. Maybe it might be a little short. Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Oh, well. That's all right. Well, let's put one of these on a plate.
Did you shut the oven off?
I don't know.
Just didn't want to forget.
Do you grab your fork so you still have it? All right. There's nothing difficult in making these Danish. It just takes a little bit of time, is all.
There we go.
Look at that.
Yum.
Cream cheese blueberry Danish. Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh.
Eli says, any weather reports from Cletus?
Not lately. Not lately.
Greg says, yum. Eli says, those look amazing.
And one of the best things about this Danish is I know exactly what's in it.
Yep.
Like those cheese Danish you buy at the gas station that are wrapped in the cellophane. Who knows what kind of crapola they got in them. Let's grab a Danish here. Oh! I'm going to look at the bottom. Oh. The bottom is a nice dark golden brown, not burnt, which is nice. Got a ton of flaky layers here. Oh yeah. Nothing like hot, fresh out of the oven cheese Danish. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, just so buttery. Oh, wow.
That was almost too hot.
That is. Here it comes. Uh-oh. I'm going to lean back. Good job, Tom. It tastes so good. Be good, buddy. Ow, ow. Careful. Careful. Oh, I'm sorry.
Greg says, you're like me, Tom. If I have anything sweet, I need a glass of milk to go with it.
Oh, nothing wrong with a little bit of milk there. I mean, coffee will work. Tea will work, but...
Carol told Greg to hurry with your massage because you're really hurting. And Eli says, OG needs a hot bath with Epsom salt.
Probably wouldn't hurt. I wish I could explain to you just how good this is. The outside edge has got a nice little crispy crunch, and the inside is just the layers of like just soft buttery goodness.
And Ralph said, after Eli said you need a hot bath with Epsom salt, Ralph said, and some Panadol, then go to bed with a wheat pack. A wheat pack, I've never heard of that.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw me down a couple of bottles of rum. Go outside and lay.
Greg says, oh my God, Tom, I hugged myself like that yesterday after my lamb roast.
After your lamb roast?
Roast.
Oh, your lamb roast. I understand. You make yourself something delicious. You just can't help it. There's nobody else who's going to hug you like you're going to hug you for helping yourself to, a delicious dinner. So.
Carol has Epsom salt if you want it.
Okay. Holy mackerel. more and more fun. Each bite is better than the last one.
Okay, I know what you're talking about, Ralph.
Please be
Since I thought
jealous.
everyone had heard of a wheat pack. You put them in a microwave and then you use them like a hottie for pain.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if they have specifically that, but they have things similar.
Carol says, Tom, you lie about the rum. I'm not sure what she's talking about. But...
Yes, right. I'm not going to drink a bunch of rum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're right about that. That was just being facetious. Is that what you call it?
Greg said he'll send you a picture of the lamb roast.
Oh. Mm. Oh, man. And there's 7 more. Danish. This is going to be a very dangerous weekend. Oh. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Lisa, if you're still there, let Tim know that I I would like to speak with him, and hopefully maybe this evening if it's not too late or if he's not too busy. Mm.
Greg said, I get lots of hugs these days from a lovely someone named Carol, just saying.
Oh. Well.
And Carol says, Tom, Lisa left her bottle of spiced rum. You can help yourself.
If I want spiced rum, I've got several little shooters of, what was it? Kraken.
Yeah.
Spiced rum, which is really good, by the way. In cooking, I wouldn't know what it tastes like to just drink it. I don't drink liquor. I'll cook with it. Nobody ever better spend like a bunch of money on a bottle of scotch or something, or whiskey for me, because I'm just going to make food with it. I don't want to insult you.
Ralph said, I remember when we accidentally made some really nice alcohol by mixing some homemade ginger beer with grapefruit juice and left it in a hot car boot for a week.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely ferment.
And Lisa said, okay, she will.
Wow. Take another bite of this macaroni salad. Been a while since we had that too. And this, this is something that I'm gonna put in my list of foods that I'll make on a regular basis. This Italian beef, just amazing, and I'm glad that you brought it up, Eli. I really am. Next week, what have we got coming up? I don't remember.
Smothered chimichangas.
Smothered chimichangas.
And you need to draw.
Yep.
Greg says, Tom, you're my best mate at a party. Always welcome. You can drive me home, brother. Stanley's here. Hello, everyone. Sorry for being late with cooking myself. Hey, Tom. I was going to ammo the other day, but decided I'll wait after this weekend since I'm making some spicy mustard. I'd like to send a little.
Oh, nice. Thank you, and welcome, Stanley. I'm glad you're here.
He said he'd like to send a little care package.
Sweet. Well, thank you. Well, I'm going to let you know that the dinner tonight was just outstanding. The beef sandwich was actually way beyond what I would have expected. It was really good. And I made some macaroni salad, which in itself it isn't that big of a deal, but it really went well with the sandwich. And we both just absolutely enjoyed this homemade Danish, and I can understand why it put so much weight on me. Because they are just too good to resist. All right, so.
Real quick, Stanley says plenty of capsaicin for the inflammation. And Eli says the basket of destiny.
The basket of destiny. That's right. Turn here so I can open it properly. I had it right to start with. All right. Crash bang.
And it says, heard you hurt yourself. Happy you're all right.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm all right, but I'm here.
It's okay.
All right, so I've grabbed just one. Let's close it up. So coming up week after next, a little imaginary drum roll. Eli.
Again.
Well, yes, Eli, but double down. Eli, can you like I don't understand that at all. What double down? That's what we have written here.
Yep. And it's a sandwich. I don't
Is it a
remember
sandwich?
exactly. Yeah, I'll have to look.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, great. Another reason for me to make some more bread. Yay. Double down. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, well, that's coming up week after next.
The double down from KFC.
The two chicken patty, chicken
bread.
breasts with cheese.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And what in the middle? Help me. Is it just sauce and cheese that's in the middle of it, Eli? I don't remember for sure. Help
Carol
me.
says alive helps. And Eli said give someone else a shot.
Give someone else a shot?
Steve says, yeah, redo.
All right, let me see it. It's against my better judgment, but since it's Eli's ticket, he's got the call.
Crazy Food Cruiser.
Hey, Tim. All right, so I just put that back in. Eli refused the draw. I guess he was, giving somebody else a chance since his was brought up for tonight. Thank you, Eli. Okay, so what is in place of that? Another no. A King Ranch casserole. And that was from Shar. My brother Doug's wife. King Ranch casserole.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, but we're going to find out and then make it next week.
Scott says, I have no clue what that is. Ralph said, did my suggestion of the trifle end up in the dessert pool?
What?
Did his dessert of trifle
Trifle?
end up in the dessert
It
pool?
will. It will. It'll get put into the rotation.
Yeah.
I've got a few more desserts than I have room for each week, or that I feel I should do. I figure three choices is good. Another one that was suggested gets put into place. So I think it might have even been Eli that suggested the blueberry cheese Danish. I know it was a suggested menu or suggested thing. This old guy's checking. We keep track.
Yep, it was.
It was. So Eli got a double bang.
Yep.
Bang for his. Oh well, I mean, he wasn't here for a lot of it, but I mean, you can re-watch. But.
Greg says King Ranch casserole sounds lovely. And
Sounds
Ralph-
like dinner.
Ralph says, okay, thanks. Just couldn't remember if it got written down. It did.
It did. Yep.
And it was put on the vote once before, I know for fact, maybe twice, I don't know.
Yep. It'll get put back up. All right, so here, keep eating it. Good. Everything was good.
Yep, it was.
Mm.
Delish.
Well, we're about ready to start wrapping it up. Last minute comments or questions and Mr. Tim, sir, at your favorite family food, crazy food crew. I need to chat with you for a few minutes, so I'm gonna give you a ring after I finish up here.
Eli says that bread on the table looks good.
The bread, tiger bread. Have you seen tiger bread, Eli?
Scott said, great night as always.
Thanks, Scott.
Greg says, that's a wrap, everyone.
You see it?
Yep.
Is that better?
It is.
Tiger bread? Absolutely delicious. Light and fluffy. I mean, light and fluffy.
Ralph says, thanks for the stream, and I hope you recover well.
Thank you, Ralph. I'm glad everybody could make it on this December 2nd / 3rd in the future. I hope you all have a great and a safe week. And I'll see you next Saturday night when we are doing what again? What are we doing next week again?
Smothered chimichangas.
Smothered Chimichanga. And that was by who?
Jennifer and Scott.
My niece and her husband. So I'll see if I can message them to let them know that their number came up.
Let me catch up here real quick. Kim said, sorry I was late, been running around all day today. Carol said, put those rolls in a bag, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh yeah.
Stanley said, have a great night, another amazing meal, hope you are okay.
Thanks, Stanley. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, we'll see how the recovery goes.
Eli says, never seen tiger bread, I'm a bread man.
Oh man, it is really it's just delicious. Do a Google search. It's not difficult to make. It took me a couple times to get it right, but really, it's technically it's not a difficult bread whatsoever.
No. Greg said, "Oh, Tom, I hope you feel better soon."
I will. I'm pretty sure. You know.
Eli said that he'll rewatch the stream later, but he didn't make the bread on the stream really. He had to get that done before.
Yeah, I pulled it out on the stream. The bread was. I tried to wait to get it into the oven till the stream started, but it just the bread rose and said I need to go into the oven, so I put it in. Okay, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks very much for hanging out with this old guy on a Saturday or Sunday in your case. And I hope you all have a really safe week. I will see you back next Saturday night when we're doing smothered chimichanga. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
Lisa and Wildman said take care.
Bye, guys.